This is unbelievable. Legitimately shocking. I'm shocked right now. Damian Lillard, former Portland Trailblazers point guard, has been traded to the Milwaukee Bucks to create the new superstar duo with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard. This is not only a game-changing move for the NBA, it shifts all of the power nearly to the Milwaukee Bucks and also to another team that they traded with the Phoenix Suns. Because guys, to get this deal done, they needed to add another team. That's right. This was a 3-team trade. We're going to look into the trade, see what Damian Lillard was exactly traded for, and how this affects the New York Knicks. Because I'm telling you now, it absolutely does. Damian Lillard has joined the Milwaukee Bucks, creating, like I said, that super team duo with Giannis and Dame. Shout out to Adrian Wojnarowski for breaking the news. He stated the Portland Trailblazers are trading guard Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks. And he also breaks down this massive 3-team deal that got Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks. According to Woj, Dame goes to Milwaukee as part of a 3-team deal with Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, Tomani Camara, a 2029 unprotected Milwaukee first, and an unprotected Milwaukee swap rights in 2028 and 2030 to the Blazers. Phoenix in return lands Joseph Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. Massive trade that just went down here. Now we got 3 teams involved: the Bucks, Portland, and the Phoenix Suns. And here's the kicker here. Not only did the Milwaukee Bucks get better, and you can make the argument that they could head to the finals, the Phoenix Suns just added so much more depth to their lineup. You can make the argument that they're going to meet Milwaukee now in the finals. This trade just helped benefit them so much more. They got so much better because of this. Let's not forget, they got Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal as part of that big 3 over there. And now they've added all of this extra depth. The Phoenix Suns are going to be one of the deadliest teams in the entire Western Conference. I put them as number 1 right now. And you know what? In the Eastern Conference, I have the Milwaukee Bucks as number 1 as well too. What a major trade and response by Milwaukee. They've obviously heard all the chatter, all the things Giannis has been saying regarding wanting to win, wanting to get more championships, and only wanting to be in a situation that's going to offer him the best opportunity to raise up more of those chips. And now, Milwaukee basically responded, getting him Damian Lillard, getting him another superstar, getting him another piece that could potentially help this Milwaukee Bucks team contend for another chip. Let's not forget they still got Chris Middleton. Middleton, Dame, and Giannis, their new big 3. That's scary. Giannis and Dame, throw in Chris Middleton. This is a ridiculous squad, guys. And not only that, you can make the argument that all 3 of them could potentially be all-stars next season, especially if Middleton turns it up. We know he was coming off of injury last season. Sometimes it takes a little bit more for some players to get past that. Maybe he needed another offseason. He was given that. Let's see what he can do going into next season. Because if he can get back to the Middleton he was before, this Bucks team is different, guys. They're scary. I'm not saying the New York Knicks have to fear them completely, but they have to take them way more serious. I think that number 3 spot in the East is still open, although I think the shift in power in the East is something to look at. Milwaukee is absolutely number 1. There's no argument anymore. You can always talk to me about Boston. Boston's forever number 2, now that this trade has happened. After that, number 3 spot in the East is open. Whoever wants to take it will take it. You can make the argument it could be the Cavs, maybe the Philadelphia 76ers figure it out. But of course, the New York Knicks can take that. I don't think they're affected in that regard. The problem is, if they wind up as the 4th or 5th seed again, you know Milwaukee probably be the first. Milwaukee's likely going to the semifinals. The Knicks do what they did again last year, this year, and they get to the second round, they might see the Bucks. If they see the Bucks, I don't like our chances against that matchup. Dame, Middleton, Giannis, not to mention all the other pieces they kept. They really just gave up their picks, which they don't really need now, because you can make the argument that Giannis is likely going to re-sign with the Milwaukee Bucks, so they just checked off that box. So those picks don't really mean anything. And they gave away Jrue Holiday, which was the most shocking of every player that was moved. Because if you read the reports that came out of Milwaukee a few days ago, he actually had an interview where he said he wanted to end his career with Milwaukee. And now a few days later, he's traded. Again, sometimes it's not about loyalty to the team. It's about loyalty to what's going to get you the championships and also what's going to keep your superstar. Jrue Holiday, great player, great guy. Was he going to keep Giannis here himself? I don't think so. Could you make the argument that Dame would? Yeah. Given the player that Dame is definitely not the defender that Jrue is. They're definitely going to miss Jrue on the defensive end. But offensively, they're going to be one of the scariest teams in the entire league. The entire league. Right after them is probably the Phoenix Suns, given how they just upgraded. But this is a massive move for the league. It shifts up the Eastern Conference, but absolutely shifts up the power and absolutely changes what we thought was going to happen next season. But we have to acknowledge how massive and impactful move this is. The Bucks just changed the entire game, and I don't know when the NBA is going to be the same again. What about the Knicks and Giannis now? Do you remember that dream, guys? Do you remember the Giannis potentially coming to the New York Knicks 2025? Maybe he could potentially come to the Knicks. Maybe, just maybe, there's a glimmer of hope somewhere that something breaks down in Milwaukee and the New York Knicks could pounce and get Giannis Antetokounmpo. Well, guys, the Milwaukee Bucks again just traded for Damian Lillard. So, what does that mean for the Knicks' dream of Giannis? It's dead. Absolutely 100% dead in the water. There's no shot anymore. And shout out to Sports Illustrated for basically agreeing with me too. They state, by trading for Damian Lillard, the Milwaukee Bucks have fulfilled Giannis Antetokounmpo's desire to see better efforts thrown toward a championship, which the New York Knicks can't appreciate right now. And the reason they say that is the following. Trading for Lillard, however, is a sign of Milwaukee widening its presumed championship window, which means they'll be in no mood to field the Knicks' offers laden with picks and prospects, barring complete basketball disaster. It's fair to assume that the Knicks will continue their pursuit of an established marquee name, but it will almost certainly not be Giannis Antetokounmpo. And you know what? No lies detected. Absolutely agree. He was never going to be a New York Knick in my opinion before. He was saying that for the Bucks to make a power move, a power play. He was putting pressure on the Bucks. And you know what? That pressure absolutely worked. He put pressure on the Bucks heard it. They responded quickly, and they got him Damian Lillard. They got him Damian Lillard after a few weeks of him going on podcast, basically stating that, you know what? I don't like the fact that we're not winning championships. I'm committed to this. I'm sacrificing for this. And if I don't think the Bucks are doing this, I'm going to leave. Milwaukee, hearing that, responded nearly instantly and got him Damian Lillard, one of the best point guards in the entire NBA, created a new superstar duo and really a new big three of Milwaukee with Middleton, Dame, and now Giannis. This is incredible. I could not see this coming. We heard about the Raptors. We all heard about Miami for the entire offseason. That's all we heard about. How much egg is on their face now? This feels like the Donovan Mitchell situation for the Knicks, only in this situation, instead of Donovan, it's Dame for the Heat. This is absolutely very similar to that because they didn't want to give up everything they had in order to get Dame. And because of that, they didn't acquire him. So all the rumors, all the talks, all the trade discussions meant nothing because at the end of the day, he's a Milwaukee Buck. And he even tweeted out this: the casuals won't be addressed, but the Trailblazers fans in the city of Portland that I truly love will be. And they will be addressed truthfully. Stay tuned. Excited for my next chapter at Bucks. That was directly from Damian Lillard's Twitter account. And that's something to be said because he doesn't seem unhappy that he's not with Miami. A lot of people said he didn't want to play for any other team besides Miami. And maybe that proves itself to be the case in the future. But as of right now, he doesn't seem to care. He seems very happy to be going to Milwaukee. He seems very happy to be playing with Giannis. And he seems very happy that his championship window went from this big with Portland to the size of this room with Milwaukee. They have a shot to win it all. Dame changes the game. I can't wait for the NBA season to start because the storylines have already started and we haven't even hit training camp. Can you imagine what they're going to be once the season starts? It's going to be an incredible ride. I can't wait to see it. But guys, I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. And if you can, please go ahead and smash that like button. And if you like this video, leave a comment below. Until next time, Knicks fans, I'm out of here. My name is Troy. Peace.